Hey guys, welcome into the Jury Duty Podcast. We are your hosts. I am Lindsay. That is Kimberly, the wind beneath my wings, my co-host, my confidant. Also, you guys are amazing because we wanted to get on here really quickly. You guys have sent us some inside breaking news. I'm going to toss it to
Yes.
Kimberly. She's got some documents we're going to go over really quick.
Yeah, we really wanted to go live, but the logistics sucked. And there's going to be a press conference in about 45 minutes here from the district attorney in Prince William County. So we're just going to cut right into it. Thank you to everyone that reached out to me to say, hey, guess what? I did get a notification from the court system too. And I was like, Lindsay. Big news. We were wondering whether or not and when this was going to turn into what we expected, a murder trial. And the answer is it is. I don't know if when, but today, officially, Naresh Bhatt has been charged with class 2 felony murder. Now, class 2 doesn't necessarily mean second degree. Premeditated murder is still considered a class 2 felony in Virginia. So I expect that the DA will clarify that detail for us shortly, about 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But want to give you a quick rundown of what's going on. And we're not sure if this will change the trial that was starting next week. But one thing at a time, I'm sure the DA will give us that insight. Again, Naresh Bhatt charged with murder. There's also a second charge. So he was indicted by a grand jury and physically defiling a dead body, which is another classic felony, just like concealing a dead body. What that means is unlawfully disinterring, displacing, or otherwise disturbing a dead human body that has been, for all intents and purposes, in a burial place. What I take from this is that they believe that he has either moved from A to B to C. I'll just leave that there. But both charges were brought by a direct indictment from a grand jury. And what that means is that the jury reviews the evidence. They get a limited number of witnesses. Really, it's almost like starting from the beginning to get an indictment to begin with. The difference is that they can bypass all of the like chutes and ladders, so to speak. A direct indictment is a way to get right to the point. You can send a felony case straight to trial without a preliminary hearing or a criminal complaint having to be filed. All that paperwork, everything gets bypassed. So they're straight to just full steam ahead. I assume this means that they might plan to proceed next week with the murder charge and adding and tacking on the two classic felonies that we now know about. So I'm not sure if this will change the trial, but given the breakneck pace at which this happened, I'm going to guess that this was like a Hail Mary, a good one, but possibly a Hail Mary. Maybe they had planned the whole time, we're going to try to do this before this trial starts. Either way, it has been written, so it has been done. So typically when you're arrested, you have a right to a preliminary hearing. You have a right to all of this sort of due process step by step. But when you get a true bill, which means that enough of those jurors, at least a majority, agreed there's probable cause, bypassed all the fun stuff. Now we're going to get right down to going straight to trial. So that is crazy. Now, there was maybe some confusion about the class 2 felony distinction, meaning murder 2, as in second degree, intentional, not premeditated. I don't believe that's accurate. I think that based on Virginia law, it's still a class 2 felony to commit premeditated murder, but maybe the DA will correct or amend or explain this to us in about 40 minutes. But Lindsay, whew, that's an
And
update.
it's an update. Justice for Mamta, guys.
I
We'll see
mean,
how this press conference goes. We'll see
yeah.
what information is shared. Um, who knows? After the press conference, Kimberly and I may come back on here and be like, "What? What is
Yes.
happening?"
Yes.
Hopefully, the trial date stays the same. We'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get some more information, but just know your jury duty podcasters are here for this story. We're going to
We
see it to
are.
the end. Okay.
Yes, we will. And if there's a trial next week, it's going to get a lot more interesting now, isn't it, Lindsay?
It really is. A lot
I'm
of questions
just,
will be answered.
this
I know.
happened like bing, bang, boom. Must have been a Hail Mary, but we can't wait to hear more about this from this press conference. We also can't wait to hear what you think. So please comment, like, share, subscribe, do all the fun YouTubey things Lindsay's always talking about. But more importantly, come back to us because we're going to share these updates as quickly as we can. We're going to figure out how to go live on the internet without breaking it. And we wanted to make sure that you heard it from us if you hadn't already. Again, thank you to everybody that shared the information with me. You guys were faster than the Virginia court system was because I started getting text messages after you guys reached out. So you guys rock. Justice for Mamta. We might see it sooner than later. I hope that we do. And we'll probably be back again shortly with some more updates or to chit chat about the press conference. So keep those notifications on and share with anyone that's interested in this case and any other cases because we're going to try to cover, God only knows what. And thank you for that beautiful lead on, Lindsay, my wonderful, beautiful, magnanimous co-host. I appreciate you so much. And thank you for being available.
Yes. Yeah. Thanks, guys. We will see you all soon. Justice for
Make good
Mamta.
choices. Justice for Mamta. Start over.
We're so stupid.
So extra.
We have no business being on the internet.